Welcome to Book Buzz Reviews and Summaries. Imagine stepping into a room and owning it, not because of the clothes you're wearing, but because you're effortlessly embodying your true essence. In David Kibbe's Metamorphosis, Discover Your Image Identity and Dazzle as Only You Can, David Kibbe invites you on a transformative journey, not just to change how you look, but to uncover the real you beneath the layers of societal expectations, fashion trends, and the pressure to conform. What if the secret to looking and feeling dazzling wasn't about following the latest fashion rulebook, but about discovering your unique image identity? What if, by aligning your outer appearance with your inner truth, you could radiate confidence and authenticity like never before? Kibbe believes every individual has their own special beauty, a blend of body structure, personality, and energy that creates a one-of-a-kind image identity. Metamorphosis is not about cookie-cutter makeovers. It's about discovering what makes you distinct and using that knowledge to elevate your style and self-presentation. Through this book, Kibbe shifts the conversation from "how should I dress" to "who am I, and how can I express that through my style?" You see, Kibbe's method is unlike any other. Instead of focusing on traditional beauty standards or rigid fashion advice, he introduces a revolutionary concept, image identity. This framework helps you understand your own body lines, proportions, and natural features, allowing you to craft a look that complements and enhances, not masks, who you truly are. By understanding your image identity, you'll stop wasting time and money on trends that don't work for you and instead embrace a style that feels both effortless and powerful. The real magic of Metamorphosis lies in its ability to awaken the dazzling energy that's already within you. Whether you're a theatrical romantic, a dramatic classic, or a soft natural, Kibbe shows you how to discover your type and embrace it fully. No longer will you feel trapped by fashion rules or the opinions of others. This book empowers you to trust your instincts and make choices that celebrate your uniqueness. Kibbe doesn't just focus on clothes. He understands that true style is an inside-out process, rooted in self-awareness and self-love. That's why Metamorphosis delves into more than just fashion, it's a guide to personal transformation. Kibbe invites readers to look beyond the superficial aspects of style and into the deeper questions. What is the energy you bring into a room? How can you reflect your inner strength, creativity, or sensuality through the way you dress? How can style become a tool for personal empowerment, rather than a source of insecurity or comparison? Filled with rich insights, practical advice, and an understanding of human individuality that transcends fashion, David Kibbe's Metamorphosis promises to change not only how you dress, but how you see yourself. You won't just find clothes that fit, you'll discover a way to express your authentic self in everything you wear, unleashing your most radiant, confident self to the world. Introduction: Unlocking the Art of Personal Transformation. David Kibbe's Metamorphosis, Discover Your Image Identity and Dazzle as Only You Can is a transformative guide to discovering and embracing one's unique beauty. At its core, the book is not just about superficial appearances, but about using fashion and style as tools for self-expression and empowerment. Kibbe's method provides a framework for individuals to discover their image identity, a concept that integrates physical characteristics with personality traits to create a cohesive, authentic style. His approach empowers readers to stop chasing trends and start owning their unique look in a way that reflects their inner selves. First published in 1987, Metamorphosis quickly gained a loyal following for its refreshing and empowering take on personal style. In an era where the fashion industry often pressured people to conform to a narrow standard of beauty, Kibbe's book stood out by celebrating individuality. Over the decades, it has become a cult classic, with many modern readers revisiting its wisdom to find a sense of liberation from society's rigid beauty standards. This review will explore the various elements of Kibbe's system, diving into his revolutionary image identity concept, the different categories he introduces, and how these insights help individuals not only dress better but feel more confident and authentic in their skin. Part 1: The Concept of Metamorphosis, Redefining Beauty. Kibbe begins by presenting his revolutionary idea that beauty is not one size fits all. While much of the fashion industry has traditionally operated under the assumption that everyone can achieve the same ideal of beauty through certain styles, trends, or body shapes, Kibbe pushes back against this notion. He argues that true beauty comes from embracing one's natural physicality and personality traits, and learning how to highlight these unique qualities. 1. The birth of image identity. Central to Kibbe's philosophy is the concept of image identity. This is not just a reflection of physical features, but also a deeper understanding of how personality and energy interplay with appearance. He emphasizes that the goal is not to fit into a predetermined beauty mold, but rather to work with your natural lines and personal characteristics to create harmony between who you are and how you look. Kibbe describes image identity as a reflection of your essence. It includes your body shape, bone structure, facial features, and even the way you carry yourself. But it doesn't stop there. He believes that an individual's personality traits, energy levels, and personal expression are just as important when defining their image. Instead of forcing people into a limited number of categories like apple or pear shapes, he created a more holistic system that allows for greater self-expression. 2. The beauty of yin and yang. One of the core tenets of Kibbe's system is the concept of yin and yang, borrowed from Eastern philosophy, to describe the balance of feminine, yin, and masculine, yang, elements in each person's appearance. Yin traits include softness, roundness, and delicacy, while yang traits represent sharpness, angularity, and structure. Kibbe argues that understanding your own balance of yin and yang is key to determining your image identity. Rather than seeing femininity and masculinity as gendered concepts, Kibbe treats them as aesthetic principles. Everyone has a mixture of these traits, regardless of gender, and finding your balance helps guide choices in clothing, accessories, and presentation. For instance, a person with more yang characteristics might suit tailored, angular clothing that emphasizes structure, while someone with more yin traits might look better in softer, flowing garments. Kibbe's approach is groundbreaking in that it celebrates this balance in a personalized way. It's not about forcing oneself to appear more feminine or masculine, but rather understanding the inherent harmony between these forces in one's body and look. Part 2. The 5 Main Image Identities, a Guide to Understanding Yourself. One of the most useful and practical aspects of Kibbe's Metamorphosis is his breakdown of the different image identity types. In the book, Kibbe outlines 5 major categories: dramatic, romantic, classic, natural, and gamine. Within these main categories, he further refines them into 13 different image identities, each with its unique characteristics and guidelines. 1. Dramatic, the bold and angular. The dramatic image identity is characterized by sharpness, boldness, and angularity. People who fall into this category typically have long, narrow, and sharp facial features, and their bodies often have angular lines. Their energy is assertive and bold, giving them a striking presence. Kibbe emphasizes that the dramatic individual should embrace strong, structured silhouettes, sharp lines, and sleek fabrics to highlight their innate yang energy. Kibbe uses famous figures like Katharine Hepburn and Tilda Swinton as examples of the dramatic type. These women, known for their towering presence and bold fashion choices, exemplify how embracing one's natural angularity can create a powerful, commanding look. He advises dramatic types to avoid overly delicate or frilly clothing that would clash with their sharp features. 2. Romantic, the soft and feminine. The romantic image identity is defined by softness, curves, and femininity, qualities associated with a high degree of yin energy. People in this category often have rounded facial features, soft flesh, and an overall curvy silhouette. Their energy is alluring, warm, and sensuous, making them naturally suited to styles that emphasize their feminine charm. Kibbe encourages romantic types to embrace form-fitting garments that highlight their curves, as well as fabrics that drape elegantly over the body. He points to figures like Marilyn Monroe and Elizabeth Taylor as quintessential romantics, who knew how to dress in a way that amplified their natural allure. Kibbe also cautions against wearing boxy or overly tailored clothing, which can mask their curves and mute their feminine energy. 3. Classic, the balanced and symmetrical. The classic image identity is all about balance and symmetry. Individuals in this category typically have even proportions, harmonious facial features, and a moderate frame. Neither overly yin nor overly yang, the classic type radiates an aura of timeless elegance and sophistication. Their presence is refined, and their beauty lies in their simplicity and poise. For the classic type, Kibbe recommends a wardrobe that leans into traditional, well-tailored pieces. Structured blazers, pencil skirts, and clean lines work best for them, as these items reflect their balanced proportions. He uses Grace Kelly and Princess Diana as examples of the classic image identity, noting that their polished, minimalist styles help them project an image of effortless elegance. 4. Natural, the relaxed and unconstrained. The natural image identity embodies ease, relaxation, and a sense of freedom. People in this category typically have broad shoulders, a straight or moderately angular frame, and facial features that are often blunt or slightly rugged. Their energy is relaxed and down-to-earth, which is reflected in their affinity for casual, unstructured clothing. Kibbe encourages naturals to opt for loose, flowing garments, comfortable fabrics, and minimalistic accessories that complement their easygoing vibe. He points to celebrities like Ollie McGraw and Lauren Hutton as examples of the natural type, with their effortless beauty and affinity for relaxed styles. Naturals should avoid overly formal or stiff clothing, as this can feel unnatural and restrictive for them. 5. Gamine, the playful and petite. Finally, the gamine image identity is characterized by a playful, youthful, and slightly androgynous energy. Individuals in this category typically have petite or compact frames, sharp facial features, and a mix of yin and yang traits that give them a unique, spunky presence. Their energy is lively and mischievous, which Kibbe encourages them to embrace in their clothing choices. For gamines, Kibbe suggests playful, quirky, and youthful clothing, as well as accessories that highlight their high-energy spirit. Audrey Hepburn and Jean Seberg are famous examples of the gamine image identity, known for their cropped hair, playful fashion choices, and petite frames. Gamines should avoid overly romantic or delicate clothing that could overpower their sharp, spunky energy. Part 3. Applying the Kibbe system, how to discover and embrace your image identity. One of the most appealing aspects of Metamorphosis is that Kibbe doesn't just introduce his system, he provides readers with practical steps on how to discover and apply their image identity to their daily lives. 1. Self-discovery through honest evaluation. The first step Kibbe recommends in finding your image identity is to engage in a process of honest self-evaluation. He encourages readers to take an objective look at their physical characteristics, paying close attention to their bone structure, body lines, facial features, and overall presence. Kibbe is clear that this process is not about trying to fit into society's limited beauty standards, but rather about recognizing and embracing one's own unique physicality. Kibbe includes a detailed quiz in the book to help readers determine their image identity. The quiz asks questions about everything from shoulder width to facial angles, guiding readers through the process of evaluating their yin and yang traits. Once readers have completed the quiz, they can use their results to understand which image identity they fall into and how to dress accordingly. 2. Dressing for your identity. Once you've identified your image identity, Kibbe offers detailed guidance on how to build a wardrobe that enhances your natural beauty. Each image identity comes with specific recommendations for clothing styles, fabrics, accessories, and even hairstyles that best complement one's unique traits. Kibbe's philosophy is that when you dress in a way that harmonizes with your natural lines and energy, you'll not only look better but feel more confident and authentic. For example, dramatic types are encouraged to embrace structured, bold pieces like blazers and tailored trousers, while romantic types should gravitate toward form-fitting, flowing garments that highlight their curves. Natural types should seek out relaxed, unstructured clothing, while classic types shine in timeless, minimalist pieces. Gamine types can play up their playful energy with quirky, youthful clothing and bold accessories. 3. The emotional impact of style. While Metamorphosis provides practical fashion advice, it's also deeply concerned with the emotional and psychological impact of style. Kibbe believes that when individuals dress in alignment with their image identity, they experience a sense of empowerment and self-assurance that goes far beyond physical appearance. By embracing their natural beauty, people can unlock a new level of confidence and self-expression that radiates through every aspect of their lives. Kibbe also discusses how style can be a tool for personal transformation. He argues that by understanding one's image identity and dressing accordingly, individuals can tap into their fullest potential and present the best version of themselves to the world. Conclusion: embrace your unique beauty and transform your life. As we come to the end of David Kibbe's Metamorphosis, discover your image identity and dazzle as only you can, it's clear that this book is much more than a guide to fashion or appearance. David Kibbe has delivered a transformative message about embracing your true self, understanding your unique physical characteristics, and using this knowledge to express your individuality with confidence. His groundbreaking approach to style isn't about following trends or striving for an ideal beauty standard. It's about discovering your own image identity and allowing your authentic beauty to shine. Kibbe's philosophy is rooted in the belief that everyone has a distinct, one-of-a-kind essence that deserves to be celebrated. Rather than trying to mold ourselves to fit societal ideals, Kibbe teaches us to honor our natural form, energy, and essence. By doing so, we unlock a sense of empowerment that radiates far beyond our wardrobes. It's a shift in mindset that leads to self-acceptance, personal growth, and the ability to truly dazzle as only we can. One of the most powerful aspects of Kibbe's method is its emphasis on individuality. He breaks down the idea that there's a single, universal way to be beautiful. Instead, he encourages us to recognize that beauty comes in many forms, whether we are soft classic, dramatic, natural, or one of the other image identities. Each category is designed to highlight the inherent beauty in different body types, facial structures, and personal energies. This revolutionary approach to style invites us to celebrate what makes us unique, rather than hide or correct perceived flaws. The journey of discovering your image identity is a process of self-discovery that can transform not only how you present yourself, but also how you see yourself. By embracing your true nature and expressing it through your style, you're not just changing your appearance, you're aligning your outer self with your inner essence. This alignment creates a sense of harmony and confidence that radiates in all areas of life, from how you carry yourself to how you engage with the world around you. Kibbe's approach teaches us that style is not about conforming, but about thriving in our own authenticity. Once you've discovered your image identity, it's no longer about trying to fit into a prescribed mold of beauty. Instead, it's about using the tools Kibbe provides to amplify your own beauty and create a personal style that feels effortless, empowering, and true to who you are. In conclusion, David Kibbe's Metamorphosis is a guide to more than just finding the right clothes. It's a pathway to embracing your true self. The metamorphosis that Kibbe describes isn't about becoming someone else, it's about evolving into the best, most authentic version of yourself. By following his wisdom, you'll not only dazzle with your unique style, but also gain the confidence to shine in every aspect of your life. The journey to discovering your image identity is the key to unlocking your personal power, and it's one that will leave you feeling truly transformed. Please read the book to learn more and consider subscribing to support the channel. Thank you.